All right, so I'm finishing my first walk today, maybe about a half mile in, trying to break it up into two. So just one long one like I did yesterday. I went like 1.25 miles yesterday, 1.25. So kind of a random video, nothing necessarily new, but it was just such a nice day and walking around, just thought why not, had my phone with me. So tomorrow by 11 a.m. Central Time, it'll be a week post-op. There's really nothing outline to report. I mean, pain's pretty good. I think if there's anything specific, maybe a little bit L5-S1 at the very end of my hip extension during gait, like a little twinge, but it's very mild, barely noticeable. But pain levels probably anywhere between, it's not going to be super consistent when you're still pretty acute post-op. So it's 3 to 6, but closer to your 3s, 4s, occasional 5 range out of 10. Can't bend or flex or twist or anything. So movements are slow and calculated. What else can I tell you? Trying to wean off my meds. When I say meds, pain, well, pretty much anything, because I'm finished with my steroid and my antibiotic. So the only thing I've taken today were the 2 prescription Tylenols. Haven't taken any of the oxycodone or anything else. Again, I mentioned this a couple days ago maybe, but really like exactly 48 hours or maybe a little under that, I got on a bathroom schedule, which was nice. During my first 2 microdiscectomies, that was like 3.5 days. I think my nutrition was a little bit more calculated this time. I ate more soups and I just paid attention to what I was eating, even though I was staying at a hotel, which, by the way, back in Indiana since yesterday. Never thought I'd be happy to be back in Indiana, but I am. Just mostly out of a hotel, see new things, get to be outside. So there's a little bit sense of normalcy, even though things aren't normal yet, but I feel like it's a step in the right direction. But yeah, bowel frequencies pretty much close to normal. Incision pain still a little gnarly. I mean, I feel like it's about as close as you can get to getting stabbed in the abdomen as you can. Got a 3.5-4 inch incision, and they went all the way back there to put the disc in, so that's a pretty big wound. So I feel like it's normal to have that discomfort and pressure and some swelling. It just feels dense and a little heavy, but it's not like unbearable. So I don't feel like quite as pregnant as I did maybe 3 or 4 days ago. So that's nice. But yeah, a little bit on my goals. I mean, I'm a really active guy, so that's another reason why I think there's a little bit of a trend of, it's no longer are we chasing back surgery interventions just for I need to work or, basic function at a low level of competency for, to sustain a lifestyle and stuff. And all that stuff's great too. Should also be a goal. But for me, an active guy, for me, movement and moving well, moving often is kind of freedom to be able to do what I want to do in life. So it's really important to me. And so I may have mentioned this again, that's like the cognitive stuff. This week, it's all been a blur. I don't remember what I said or hadn't said yet. But I asked Dr. Rizzulli, I mentioned my fitness goals. I think I did mention this. And I was like, can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? And I'll get into that a little bit later, but pretty lofty physical fitness goals and coming up in the near future, like 2025, towards the end. But he's like, yeah, you can do whatever you want. I was like, okay. So I'm really optimistic. I think patience at this point is going to be what's getting tougher, weeks 2 to 3, once the fog and lethargy start to lift, and the pain starts to kind of get a little bit more like a linear reduction. You're starting to see that pattern of every day getting a little better, but I still can't do a structured, regimented exercise movement routine yet. So I think that'll be tough for me. But just taking things every day, a step at a time. and trying to be patient as I can. So just was kind of a random video today, so I hope it helps. You guys feel free to ask me anything, because I know this is a big decision. It was for me. Like I said, I rescheduled this operation 3 times, so the nerves were there, the questions were there. Spent a lot of months and years researching before I finally pulled the trigger. Do I know if it was a great idea yet? Honestly, no. So we'll see. I really hope it was. I think it was. I'm optimistic. So stay tuned, and hopefully I have nothing but great results to share with you.